What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. As you guys heard at the video title, today we're gonna be building my setup for TIG welding, and this is all the stuff that I have in the back. So let me show you guys the stuff that I got. This is all the stuff that I gathered for the TIG welding setup. And before I get into anything, I never TIG welded. I never did any of this before. So this is my first time building everything. And I'm gonna leave a link to everything that I bought. This is like mostly like a budget build just to get me started and learn how to TIG weld and see if I like it. I will definitely try my best to learn it. But before I get into all these stuff, I got this bottle. And this bottle, I got it filled with 100% argon. So that was like about $40 to fill the whole bottle. And the bottle is quite big. And I put it behind this cart. I used this MIG machine, but it stopped working. So I don't know what's wrong with it. So I just kept it in the corner. Over here, we got a welding pen. So basically this pen it helps to hold the feeding rod, and I just thought that this will be helpful for me to learn, and instead of holding the thin rod with my big gloves, I was thinking maybe using this pen. Next, I got this welding helmet. Now I saw a lot of reviews about this one, and it looked like there's a lot of people buying this helmet, and it was quite affordable, so I got it. I'm gonna leave everything in the description below if you guys want to grab this helmet or any of these parts. Now the welder, this is so far the best one you can get, and this is AC/DC, which means it can weld aluminum, stainless steel, steel, copper, I guess, and titanium, I think. So really nice. I got it with the foot pedal, so I can get the full experience of TIG welding. Also, I got the regulator for the bottle. I got the one with the dual ports, so we can do back purge. This one, and this one is gonna go onto that one. And the next thing that most people recommend I get is a kit of this kind of like cups and nozzles and everything, just in case I needed them, or just to change the setup of how I work. I still don't know what all the cups mean. I think the bigger cup is for doing larger areas, and the small cups is for tight space. But we're gonna go through everything, so I hope I learn as we go. And in this box, I got a bunch of aluminum pipings that I'm gonna be practicing on. And the next is this Vivor welding table. Now this is a steel table, so I got this one, and I want to put it in this corner right here because I will have an outlet over there. So I feel like the steel table is gonna be better to hook up the ground cable. So, and I'm gonna add the total and maybe put it up here on the screen of how much everything costed me. Here's the final result of the table. It came out really nice. It's very solid, and this is all the things that comes with the table. We got this thing. I think is once you finish welding, you use this to tap the top layer of the weld. Also have a bunch of clamps, which is really nice. I love when I saw that on the ad, I was like, why buy these independent when I can just get it with the table? And we also got a bunch of these tabs, and these honestly they're gonna help me really well because I am looking for tabs to weld up some stuff inside the car, but I think these are mostly to hold things while you weld. So really nice to have those, but I'm actually gonna get the ones that are magnet, so they stick to the table and they have a clamp to hold the part, and you can flex it however you want it, which I think is really nice. So the next thing we're gonna go ahead and install from that pile of parts is gonna be the argon dual regulator. This is how it looks. I like how they wrapped it with this cloth thingy. So I'm gonna keep this cloth so I can reuse it whenever I'm done welding. It's stuck. There we go. That looks really nice. I can already see it activating. So the next thing I'm gonna show you guys is this welding pen. So it comes with extra O-rings, and this is the pen. And so what it does is you actually put the rod through here, and then it comes out, and then you're easy to hold it just like a pen or a pencil. And then if you need more, you just scroll. So I just thought this will be very helpful for me to learn and to hold the wire more comfortably. Now I am gonna hold it with the left hand, just like this, and hold the torch, so something like this. Guys, now that we have set up mostly everything, time to get to the fun part and crack this box open and see how the welder looks. Alright guys, so this is all the stuff that comes with the welder. Let's go over them. They do send you some hose to connect gas, so that's nice. I'm gonna connect it. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. I would like it to be over here, to be honest, but I'll figure that out later. So we get hose that's plenty enough long, and we get a ground clamp, which does feel really nice. It's snappy, so that's nice, and it does have some good length to it. And this is for the stick welding, which I will never stick weld. And then the next thing that comes with it is of course the torch. And you can connect this if you want to use, I believe, the button on the torch to turn it on. If you don't want to use the button, you can always disconnect it and then connect the foot pedal, which is this one. The next thing is they comes with a bunch of cups. Like I said, I'm really new to TIG welding, so cups, they do get me confused, but hopefully we can figure them out. And it does come with instruction, and it does come with a red tungsten, which I don't know what the red is, but we'll figure everything out. And it also give you some clamps. And this is the welder. Now I am gonna use the 3-phase, which is a 220, because I do want the full power. In the description it does say you can run it on a 115 outlet, but it do not come with anything that adapts from there to 115. So I mean, I'm just gonna use the 220, but to be honest, it's very small. I thought this was gonna be bigger and heavier, but it's very light and very small. And this is all the settings, which I'm not gonna lie, looking at them kind of look intimidating, but I'll definitely have to just play around with it and hopefully learn. Alright guys, I finally got everything that I need to start TIG welding for sure this time. So I got filler rods, I got 332, 116. These are both for aluminum, and these are for steel and stainless steel. 332 and 1/116. And I think this is all that I need to get like majority of the welds done for a car. And I also watched some videos to set up the torch. So I got a 332 tungsten, the red one, a 6 cup number 6, and I did sharpen it, and I think this is a good sharp. So, and hopefully I got everything like good, and I'm gonna try TIG welding these two together. I have a bunch of metal pieces that they provide with the table, so I'm just gonna practice on them. This is some thick metal, so hopefully it will help me. Hey guys, I'm so happy with this. Look at this seam. Oh my god. I did use too much heat over here. Guys, so I think this is like my best one so far. This one is without filler rod, and then this one is with filler rod. I found that not using the foot pedal is actually better for me. I have more control. This is how the back look like. So I'm getting there, I'm learning, definitely. So I'm just gonna keep using whatever pieces. I feel like next I'm gonna weld these two together and just keep trying. But other than that, I can't complain. For this setup and everything, I will have everything linked down in this description. But this is like honestly the best setup that you can get for, I don't know how much the total is, but definitely under 1,000. So if you guys want to grab any of these, I'll link it down in the description. But with all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.